Today, we still there in the FCC spirit. We go can lay at table the new measures them where the Freetown City Council say they want take for make social distancing go work now the markets them. And me one believe say if we able for champion social distance inside market, that one day go make we don't go halfway for able make social distancing be something inside Sierra Leone. But for now, make we get the update from the COVID-19 response, the status update for today, first day, 14th May 2020. Today, we get 21 new cases. 21 new cases. And out of them 21, then they Freetown, Western area, urban, then get 19. 19 day inside Freetown. Then brother, Western area, rural, then get 1. Urban get 19, rural get 1. Bombali, safe inside with 1. Now I make 21. 21 new cases. Western area urban 19. Western area rural 1. Bombali 1. Total number of confirmed cases from the 31st of March to date, 408. 408. The one that we in an isolation center, we get the sick, we actively positive right now, now 285. 285. Today, we not get any new recoveries, so we still team up by 97. We not get anybody who lost the battle with COVID-19, so the total we still team up at 26. But the one that we're in a quarantine right now, we don't reach 2,222. 2,222 now in a quarantine. The one them with the out of quarantine, we don't get certificates, we don't come on a quarantine, now 2,303. 2,303. Make we just give by district. Bo, 11. Bont, 12. Bombali, 9. Falaba, 2. Kailaun, 4. Kenema, 10. Koinadugu, 2. Putloko, 8. Tonkolili, 4. Western area rural, 38. Western area urban, Freetown, 308. We get 408 total from the 31st to date. So all the numbers what they give you are the cumulative numbers them. But imagine, out of the 408, Freetown alone gets 308. But if you want mix Freetown and in surrounding in brother, the rural area, if you want mix them all two, then get 346 out of 408. Now Freetown no more, now 308. But if you mix them all two, now 346 now then gets. Eh? So you don't see why the topical one laying at table today. How we self go able for help the mayor, sensitize people, forget social distance na market. How the measures the way them feel say then go put in place for make this happen. How we go able for help make it really come to pass inside Salone. Remember yesterday, maybe 2 reports we get not so we be get another 5 people will be lost the battle with COVID-19 where them be tell we in the evening. Well, then we break down the ages then for we. And now so then tell we say it happen. Now 4 male and 1 female. 4 males and 1 female. 3 na 34 military hospital. 3 na 34 military hospital. And 2 na Connaught hospital. 3 na 34, 2 na Connaught. The female na be 49 years of age. The female 49, then the man them you will get 50, 56, 57, and 75. 50, 56, 57, and 75. The male them and the female na 49 were lost the battle to COVID-19. That was for yesterday. Pray say, and soul rest in peace. You know, say people let me they talk about this Connaught hospital. Well, one thing where the COVID-19 response team will make me, say they need for clarify something about Connaught hospital, make we understand. Then say, the clarification say, then we don't get a decision, make them not get a treatment center na Connaught hospital. Because people them go afraid say, people them with patients that we get COVID-19, they na Connaught, and say Connaught are one of the big hospitals inside Freetown, and then go afraid not for good. Because then go say, because COVID-19 patients then they if then go they themselves go get them, or the myth around that. So they say na then they make them not be want to get treatment center, or then you call it isolation center, na Connaught hospital. So they say, per the briefing, yesterday somebody be say, Connaught na be a treatment center. And then be ask say if then they operate as a treatment center. But they want make can clear say, not to COVID-19 treatment center, but Connaught get an isolation unit. Who say where they suspect person say he get COVID-19, na they then they go admit him. Until the test results come out and available, and the results show say this person here really positive of COVID-19, then they can transfer to treatment center or a community care center where they get. Then say if the person in test come back negative, then go move them back from that ward day to the general ward. And something we will be get for land today about Connaught. So where people and they say, oh, Connaught get treatment center, and they say, and for making all create fair to people away can go na Connaught for go access well body business. Make them not afraid. Now that's make. Yesterday we've been there. We talk about 2 years of the mayor of Freetown in office. A lot of people then give their own rating, their own percentage, but come and be the talk. And one thing we don't get over and over on this platform, from where this COVID-19 begin, now from the hand wash to social distance to the wearing of mask. Well, the Freetown City Council, through the mayor of Freetown, they want make we know say, they don't hear you, and then self don't they put plans together for make inside Freetown, when at the epicenter right now, for make them put measures in place that they market them for implement social distance. We post them our website, if you wait I go can read there, and also in our Facebook page. people them on Facebook, then they doubt. They say social distance na market, na salon, then they no go happen. Now then they we want not for happen, or now then they we want for see happen, so that we go help the Freetown City Council for implement them. By way manner where they talk about and so, by way manner where you go call you person at tongue and say, now this city council don't put in place so where you they gonna market, make sure say you do the entire. Because the measures then sweet and we hope see they implement them. If it started inside market, where you come on and do, you gonna say a serious business. Well, now listen, what did they tell me? Then say over the last 2 weeks, FCC don't make considerable progress in a way manner where they want for work for enhanced social distance inside the markets them. Then say as part of FCC, the own preparedness and the own response plan where they get for this virus, COVID-19. So the one make you know say FCC don't kick off the process with consultation. That means say then sit down and engage with other people them for effective social distancing measures. They say this engage there where they engage, it make them reach to the municipal trade department, and not also no more they get support from the councillors them, and also input then we get thing the way they add inside the way now them people there when are them key partners them, and are people they like traders union, drivers union, Salon Road Safety Authority, and also the Salon Police. Now they all engage for make them get small talk, so then go put inside waiting where they can talk about soon. They say this engage there happen together simultaneously with a visibility study. Then say then go watch with the AI. They not just sit down inside office and say, okay, now so for do am. But no, how then they make the plan, now so then self go na the market. They say then go na Bombay Street Market. You sabi de? Bombay Street Market. And say, based on which plan they don't draw for social distancing inside the market and the surrounding areas then. Well, they say for watch the picture then. The picture where you watch so right now on the screen, now the one where then self take, we then go do their own study, say how then for implement social distance na Bombay markets. And the one make we know say on Sunday the 10th of May, FCC starts the pilot of the plan na Bombay Street and Kuto Road markets. They start the plan small. Then test them na Bombay Street and Kuto Road. And the one make you know say they intend for all them plan here to all the markets them. Again, listen, all the markets them inside Freetown. All the markets from inside Freetown begin to inside Freetown stop. Then plan for all am day. They say some of them measure here go reduce human interaction, where then they take for identify through the stakeholder and consultation and visibility study, where then do. And at the point then this, number one, by force, mandatory. Number one, by force, mandatory, for make them get hand washing station. Now, all the markets the way they enter and where they come on and do. Then forget hand washing station. Now, all the markets them, how you they go inside and how you they come out now do. That's now one. Two, the buyer demo, the seller demo, when are the trader demo, everybody for wearing mask before you they enter the markets. everybody for wear a mask before you they enter the market. Maybe one make the add pattern number 2, they say, everybody for wearing mask before you enter the market and the mask for stay on. Because we say for wear them, then they go down, you go see say then get them way now way you not get other road for go past that one road. So when you pass car inside, then you say, well, now for enter the market, you can pull on, you can put on down your chin. But if for stay on inside the market, I visit them for hard and day. Number 3, one way for go inside the market. One way flow of traffic for go inside the market with a dedicated entry and exit point. Now one way you dey take go inside the market, and now one way you dey take come out na do. Hey, that one they get for heart. Yeah. That one they get for difficult, but it's possible. It's possible. You know why? Make we dey go down. Number 4, similar commodities. The thing that they sell when are the same, then for sell them na the same area. So we reach na ya. If na pepper no more you go see. I think that's, oh Papa God, I hope say they not change this again. Similar commodities then go sell them at the same area, so that then go enhance the flow, one way directional flow of everybody. You know, Kaya, though you say you want reverse back, you come, you want to look for, now one way. And I hope say, this particular one, after COVID-19, then go left. Who you can na pepper gone, na so pepper if you see. Where you gonna fish? The fishing, yes? Okay, make we go to the next one. Number 5, no mobile trading. No mobile trading is allowed. You know, son, the mobile trading. Now the one that we can left the market, can the treat. They all their own for can treat. Okay. If the mobile trading is not allowed, and a one way for go inside and a one way for come out na do, I think say the social distance measures it go work. Every market area get a market building. However, you know say some people are not can go inside that building there. They can prefer then they na street. So we get for make them explain to we fine about this mobile trading. We not allow. But again, let we carry on. They say the Salon Police, the Road Safety Authority, the Drivers Union, the Traders Union, the Marshal them, they're all. As well as the Bombay Street, that Bombay Market, within a Bombay Street. The one that they monitor there, and also the FCC Municipal Trade Department go ensure compliance with the new adaptation. So the one that for make this happen, now then this, Sierra Leone Police, Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, the Drivers Union, the Traders Union, the Marshal them, the Bombay Market Monitors, and the Freetown City Council Municipal Trade Department. Now then go ensure say then comply. Hey, Sierra Leone. If we want change, then we need for comply. Okay. FCC go continue for work with them partner them. We them partner, now them market chair lady them. The Sierra Leone Police, the Road Safety Authority, the Drivers Union, the Traders Union, for make the institute social distancing measures na the marketing throughout the city in the fight for stop COVID-19 na Salon. They say when this pilot projects don't start, then go come back for share pictures with we, for make we know. To us here network, we go send the camera there. The two markets they then call so. We need for send the camera there. Make we go ask the one the way they sell the if they know hear already. And if then I be part of the people that will be test the process. I think we need for send the camera there. All to the markets them, Kuto Road and Bombay Street. I see sequence Dimboy I say it impossible. I don't know which one way impossible if now some of the measures them way I be the read now they impossible for happen na salon. But I think say we all for put we hand together make we see say this happen. Ali Kaloko say the people in a salon, he say they're very stubborn. That's good. But personally the stubborn pass the one the way they put the law. And the one the way they put the law now then can slack na make. But if we mean business for fight against COVID-19 inside Sierra Leone, inside Freetown, when at the epicenter right now, I think we should start implementing social distance na the market them. Make a count, Usman Toli. Make we hear waiting a get for it today. Yes, Usman Toli, you get the platform, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Triple A, and welcome to all the listeners then. As usual, I will start with the statistics. I just want to make a quick comment on them, and then I will proceed to the Freetown City Council enhancing the social distancing at the marketplace them. Today, first of all, the result not too bad. The result we come out from the EOC in terms of COVID-19 not too bad. What I mean is this: we not get death today, nobody not die. So now that make a talk say not too bad. But from we own open discussions now throughout this program, we only talk the western area urban now the epicenter. So we always they call on the COVID-19 strategists them for make them find the way we then will strategize around our western area urban day. Because it looked like, as I said no more yesterday, over 75% of the infection rate they come out from the western area urban. So to me, to a very large extent, I believe say if they're able for control, for able to stabilize the numbers them now the western urban area, we will begin see the infection rate they go down. And this is why I believe say Freetown City Council and come with these measures for help for can stabilize the infection rate. But I will come to that. But I just want to comment on these numbers. The most important thing we want the strategists to do in terms of COVID-19 is that we want to see a steady, if you get for rise at all, there be a steady increase. At least 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10, within that range there. But when the numbers then begin go above 21, they begin talk about 30, then we begin become worried, especially so when the death rate also they go up. But these numbers today, I don't say is good because we get new cases there at 21, but also don't forget, now the quarantine center, we get over 2,000. I think it's about 2,000, nearly 300. So that shows there is a potential for get more cases. Because what in that number now the quarantine, they tell you, it simply means, the larger the number, the more likely will they get more cases then. Because as you all know, the people that are in a quarantine center, mostly, if not all of them, now primary contact them. So as time goes on, they therefore do the test and the numbers they go up. And as we don't listen to the advice of the Master Sabi people, they make it quite clear, say, the transmission there at community level. So all of these factors show, say, we still get for the be mindful of behavior. So now that's more I want to talk about the statistics today. It's not too bad, but it could be better. Okay, let's go to the main point. Where now this Freetown City Council, they look at the strength, the weaknesses, the opportunity and threats where the old program bring we to. Yesterday, we put a very clear one, we link with today. It got a very serious link. We actually yesterday for rate the mayor over in 2 years achievement. And it get a very serious link with this one. First of all, a good initiative by the mayor. No wonder the Sierra Leone polls 2019, they rate 84%. I forget to mention this yesterday. The Sierra polls 2019 rate as 84%, meaning one of the best way in terms of administration of that country we get. So that is very important. As I said yesterday, the mayor gets clear aims and objectives. He know what he for do. To start with, when we compare this strategy where the mayor come with that strategy in Atumbo, then we will see a clear picture of why I think this is a very good initiative. Yeah, involve all the stakeholders then. Very important. Involve all the stakeholders then. Yeah? Involve the trade union leaders then, the market chair ladies then, the drivers then, the drivers union, the Sierra Leone Road Transport Safety Authority, the police. All these people were involved and allow them to make their own input. Yeah? Say everybody, give their ownership, basically. You give everybody, every stakeholder, say, we not make with our own input, Lord, we know how we will strategize around social distancing at the marketplace. That is a very good one. Unlike the one at Tombo, where caused the riot, somebody just come, he can't impose authority. Say, look, we only want 10 vote or 15 vote for going to see today. That was a poor strategy. This is why we believe the mayor, he know what he do. He get a clear plan. And this is a very good way of moving forward. We want to come out with some policy system, very important for involved stakeholders. Them give them ownership. Let them make their own input. Let them bring their own ideas. The farmers say they get a lot of achievement. The project most likely will be successful. But when you want to impose on somebody like those of the Tumbo riot, it is a very difficult circumstance. Very, very difficult. So this is why yesterday, a good number of we commend and rate the mayor highly because he know what he did do. Okay, moving on. Now, again, the other strength where I look at this entire exercise, it starts with a pilot scheme. Yeah, it not just come, it can't put them straight away. He pilot them. In other words, it's experiment. If we bring this idea, how effective will it be? These are some of the important measures them where strategic managers them they use. Some certain thing you get for pilot them. Yeah, you say let's experiment this day. If we do look at what thing get for happen. Is it going to be successful or not? So then, and the areas that where they do them piloting, we're in a Bombay street market, those are busy places. So it will get an effective result. Bombay street market, if anybody they listening here, how jam-packed during business hours where the place, how busy it is. So he carry out a pilot scheme and he see how the scheme work, and I know say from that he will draw his own plan. From that scheme day, that pilot scheme day, he will draw in plan, waiting for do. And from the input where all the various stakeholders they make, he draw a strategic plan. Say now social and social thing will go for go. That's how somebody will know what they do. That's what for do. This is a recommended way of doing things. Yeah? So let's look at some of the principles then, or some of the things that we bring come on a strength, weakness, and threat basis. Yeah? So now, it's very important, as I say no more, the hand washing exercise before they enter and come on at the place there. What in this tell me? First of all, we don't listen to Master Savvy people in terms of health. Hand washing, they play an important role. So within that period of time where they come inside the market, you therefore wash your hand, and there is a monitoring mechanism because you get the police and you get the Sierra Leone Safety Road Authority them where they in terms of the road and all that. So they want and they for monitor the process. Yeah, so it's a good initiative, and the advantage of this also is that we don't use for wash and we kind of market. I believe say it become used to the area, even out of that market day. So it's a very good plan. Yeah. Also, you get some other one way and say the traffic they flow on one side. So when you can't inside one, which side they come out, which side they can't inside, not today they come out. Yeah, that is another good one. And the only problem we'll get is in terms of the social distancing here, because that's the most important thing. Where the person don't go to the markets, how will you ensure there is social distancing in the market? I think maybe then get another document where you will elaborate on that. Because you go down kind of the market, how will you ensure that the 2-meter rule is applied? How will you ensure Panen can crowd and they all in a salon? How will you ensure that the 2-meter rule apply? So I get a question about that. Because the exercise is all about the main theme about the scheme is about social distancing, which is about applying the 2-meter rule. So will we be able to ensure that when they come inside a market day, then we maintain this 2 meters rule? Is the question. However, you will argue, also that make them put in the idea of the mask, face mask, because to a very large extent, the principle of social distancing is sometimes very difficult to apply. This is why sometimes they say complementum, sometimes it's a complement, supplementum with that of face mask. The Master Savvy people and say, face mask, it protects you, the individual we wear them, but it protects other person. For example, if you sneeze or cough, that you droplets, will move to the other person. So the only question what they talk about here, how will they ensure that this social distancing is maintained within the marketplace? That's my own question I want posed to now. And the other thing again also, they say street trading is not allowed. Street trading is not allowed. We know see a very good number of the people that we sell at the Abacha market, the Bombay street market, all them places, a very good number of them are street traders. And they rely on hand to mouth. So what are they going to do what do they have to do for them? It just worsen the economic situation of the country. Yeah, making the poor becoming poorer. We already know the overall poverty rate in that country is very high. I think it's about 56.8%. And that extreme poverty is nearly 13%, I would say. So those on those extreme poverty line, you tell them, say, no, go sell in the market. Sit down at homes. Most of them don't get table. Most of them are split and they sell. And they pass the market. Now you don't go tell them, say, no, go sell in the market day. Is there something we will help that person for them not go to the market under this difficult circumstance? Put their strategy in place, but also think about the economic conditions. I'm not saying that they're not for implement them, but looking at the strategy where they're in place for help those people that are in the seller market, where than the extreme poverty. That I think say that are one of the weaknesses and as well as the threat. Because you come to a time where then people will have it no more and say, look, I'll go to the market, I'll go sell. What thing I get for do me, let them do me. So where the strategy and they think about it, then get for think about this thing on the basis of then point here what they put across. So. And it's also important for all mention the fact that the one that where they break the law, what is the plan where they put in place, which penalty will they get? Because we clearly know say there is no regulation, especially in terms of social distancing. Parliament will make no regulation where it talks in this for due to people that will break social distancing. Even in country, I think they will not get any recommended penalty for the one where they break social distancing. So, having involved, although it don't involve the police and other people, the one where they break the law, what you not get for do? What are the penalty when I don't put in place for them people here? Are you going to use excessive force? If somebody says no, I know they do them. Are you going to use excessive force to let the person comply? What are the punishment when I will put for them kind of people there? These are the difficult questions then we get for deal with when we talk about compliance. To be honest, it's a difficult situation, but if they're able to manage them, especially in the western area, urban, when at the epicenter, where we get a large number of the cases that will come out, I think the rate of infection will be minimized. It's very, very important that western area. I think it's a strategy for work. And I believe if only, then able to carry on with this for at least a month. If they're able, the most important target for the one way they enforce the law is the first 1 month. And make sure, we not carry on, because in Sierra Leone, we don't say, you do them for a short time, after that, everybody give up. But if they're able to carry on this thing for a month, as far as this infection is concerned, they're able to carry on with this thing for a month, maybe people may become used to it. Used to the washing of hands, try to maintain social distancing, But overall, just for conclude, we try for adhere to some of them principles here, some of these regulations then with the authority and they try for bring. These are for the general good of the country. We all know what in COVID-19 don't do. COVID-19 don't bring an outbreak will cause a global health emergency. All the world economies then slow down. Today I've been just to read, I think it will cost the world about over at least over $1.something trillion, which is a lot. And in countries where highly vulnerable like Sierra Leone, I wonder if this prolong, we will go to a negative gross domestic product. The growth will go down to a negative number. And this is why we don't want to let this thing they continue for prolong. I listened the other day to Sarah Network, the video we upload. It's interesting. How this COVID-19 don't bring small, medium-sized enterprises to a standstill. It's unbelievable. People talk about rent, how they will pay the rent. I think the government And I believe say them we don't talk about them, therefore try for bring strategies how they will able to assist small, medium-sized enterprises, especially post coronavirus pandemic. And I believe say they work on that. I trust the government work on that to assist small, medium-sized enterprises, especially in terms of rent. Because that's now one of the things that the trader I made a comment on yesterday. You know? So I will stop here, allow the chance to other callers then. Thank you very much, AAA. Thank you. Except if you get a question we will ask.
No, I think we're good for now. Let me see how the conversation they go.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Usman Toli. Thank you, sir.
No worries. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Make we come with Aisatu Kake Jalo for make Ingiwi wait till get for we today. Yes, Aisatu, you get a platform.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope everybody they do okay. Phil say, with this news, we fulfill a little bit of relief because, we fulfill a little bit of relief because we see that, the number of cases that we would only get lately. Right now, I believe so we all for be somewhat, optimistic with this new strategy where they don't come up with. To me, now a good one, because I feel say now then they really involve the stakeholders them. For involving the Freetown City Council as, with the mayor, now the epicenter, when a Freetown, we get the most cases them. Really, I think that's a good strategy where they don't come up with. And I know say we all concerned about whether we people then will follow these measures, them we then go for put in place. But I think the Lord just stay positive here. Lord hope say this new strategy where they don't take right now, it will work because you know what, when you hit the center of all who say the problem they all say Freetown, now they the crowded place then they, think of Eastern Police, PZ, that Abacha Street, going down all the way, like Cotton Tree there, now they crowd then they, they market then they, now they everybody want for get up for go sell or for go buy. This now a good one because what you make things then different at the state where you talk about, social distancing. Why people then they follow laws then at the state? Yeah, so every state get like a mayor in a district, like for example in New York, I talk about New York because I know New York a little bit. So we get the governor we can hold Leone press conference now morning. Then we get the mayor where they hold the press conference for the 5 boroughs. Then you get them other borough president the way they try for target different areas them. So everybody they come on board, they do their own bit of pieces, and put them together for ensure the people them, then are the communities then follow the rules then listen to the rules them. Even when me I drive on my way home, that sign then they go around say wash your hands, wear mask, all them things and now every district they try to implement different strategies then for see how best they would target people there and how best they go sensitize, you also not to a big problem because people then they read, people then they watch news, then they see what things they go on around the nation. So, but we on country, by making sure that the mayor is involved now, I feel say na something we will benefit from greatly, and that will help with the numbers then, and that will ensure say the hand washing strategy where they want put in place, say wash your hand before you go into the market and wash your hand the way you come out of it. That's a good one because I see Rokel Commercial Bank, waiting and don't put in place, which I really say, that's impressive. Having hand sanitizer at every teller, having, hand washing, they checking your temperature. Then every business office, if they able afford than they for let them they do for people them, it will make a big difference. And this other one, similar to what we they do in a hospital. Now a nursing process strategy here. First, you don't look the whole situation. You don't try to assess what thing they go on. And then the next thing here, we don't do the assessment whether not objective or not subjective, what people they tell you, as well as what you they see. Because what you they see now the objective, what you then they tell you now the subjective here. And then you they try for going to the planning, for see really what you will get for put in place, and then you try for put an expected outcome, what we want to see. What we really want to see now stop this chain of transmission. Now we want to see the end goal. And then we now implement then strategies and then measures them for COVID-19, the hand washing, the mask wearing, the social distancing, now in the implementation. And then after a process, whether not 2-3 weeks, whatever time frame you put in, then you go into your evaluation for see, now this not been the assessment before. This is what I have before, and now this is what I have now. And that's going to help. So these are some of the things that when we can apply at the medical field, where this is, where they do something, you know, they just jump into it. You get for sit down first, you do some kind of observation and see what's really going on and what you're going to come up with and which measures you're going to put in place to help. You know, I believe say that it therefore help we a lot. And then where you wash your hand again, like where you take care of patients. You do wash your hand before you go to the patient. You do wash your hand between cares. And then you also wash your hand when you're done. So these are some of the things that we want applying at the market areas them. And then for seller, they know they sell in the street, then other good one, and people that need for abide to it and not say this not a time where we are at a war with a virus when they look, they pick, they say you're not white, they say you're not blue, they say you're not green or red. Whatever the colors are there, people are representing. And then they look at, and then they look you age. You don't even care whether, you know, you are older or younger, because right now there's a new pediatrics, you know, disease where they, like now the COVID-19 don't begin, they affect picking them, where they call a multi-system inflammatory syndrome. It's not a discussion where our law can discuss, you know, in the coming weeks, because, you know, it affect the picking them, you know, and not only it affect them, it leave them with some kind of complication where involve heart disease, respiratory disease, kidney disease, and many more. So let us take them measures there very seriously. Lord, try for abide. Lord, fight for the country. And then, you know what, Lord, work with the mayor. Lord, work with everybody we're involved in this planning. And no say, if we do that, we can put Sierra Leone before, and then we can succeed and come out and try to really block everything that's happening, because it's devastating and it's scary. And that's what I think I fear the most. As each day the numbers rise, it scares me. But you know what? We are hopeful. We know say Shalom will definitely come through this time around. You know, Lord, keep praying. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working together. And hashtag Shalom will rise again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Aisatu. Thank you. That be Aisatu. We don't hear from make a count us friend. Make we hear you waiting us friend get for we. Yes, us friend, you get the platform, sir.
All right. Thank you very much for giving the platform. And good evening, good morning, and afternoon, wherever they are listening to we. And welcome to the Sarah Network family. Me on take now this year. I just want to continue to encourage people, and because it will be very difficult in terms of the way people and go look from one perspective for say, you know, go easy, then they will make social distance. But again, as things then they go on, because mortal man and a social being, for let them go pull just like Pekin way they try for win from Bobby, then they give all the tactics for like win for like go pull and the Bobby. You go give all kind of tactics. You see which one, and they get them, but them thing that they saw, what they call them dummy, or then they get them feeding bottle in those days. Then they give them different type of meal just for try for diverting attention. But in this case now, I believe say the mayor with other people, then will try to robust active work here, wherein we don't begin see by this picture. They're not actually they far apart. But gradually, if then they begin show them if there is a space where the people then go able to say, who one can buy now this will they do. The one that way they sell, now yanda they will go tin up. The one that way they buy, now so then they come. But as people then they go, then they know the awareness of them. We I believe say then therefore they now the COVID task force, the individuals, the community leaders then go able for introduce. Because when you think of then an attitude would be there then in those days, with an attitude would they now when are ongoing, but because of that attitude when are the ongoing one, people they want to change their mind from them and they want to show us in a this way for do. I believe say if people are able to show them and understand and they really get the message and see the reality of things, there is a way where they were able to change. Because things are not going to change in a drastic way. Now, gradual changes them when you look up in terms of changes. You don't get a revolutionary way, that hard way. You go through evolution, gradual changes from step to another step. Like you get the butterfly, they lay eggs, they change to another stage, then they become a butterfly. So now next stage, the number one, let people then we introduce as then they try to go around for tell the people them within a distancing, within able applicable for reduce this community transmission. Because already the disease is in the society. So the only one back in yellow one for emphasize now that area na corner hospital where still the people then they try for tell we say now they only try for keep people away in then they suspect we na a strategy or na a way for say any hospital for get them. But if then implement an idea because the sick it don't change the well. So that's the for change a strategy would then get for introduce. If then they tell we say a day, then they go test and keep people there for observe them. Well, outcomes people then they die day. Then are the question now where they're not able to answer with. But I believe say as then they tell them so themselves then go they go then can and change their strategies. They not go just they say now so one for do, but I believe say then go they go they change their strategies because if person they go there for isolate, then they're not only for test away positive, they move them away. Well, they doubt they come why people and they die inside corners. If not they only know the treatment center, then the only thing no more for say. But the other thing again, where the people then get for know, they get for understand say the sick there is no other way where it transmit past from mortal man to mortal man. It's in a mortal man they transmit to other person. If the two parties and the task force and the civilians and the populace, they're able to come to a point where they go understand that this the one that we know. The owner self they know that this the one that we know. Then at this we don't know, and at this we don't understand from what they tell we. Then straight away the people then will able to adapt. Gradually they will adapt, but there is a difficulty in the beginning. But if then they emphasize them and encourage the people them and create other avenues, then people then will able to go sell, like some markets there or 2-3 markets they do the empty. They will go there and renovate them. See when now let them people who they sell cassava leaf then in this area. Let the people who they sell this, even though it they happen in markets, but let them just try introduce them. So because of that method, once they introduce them, then the people then will able gradually they adopt them. Gradually they adopt them. But for say, one time, people then go stop. For let them not go just go tin up nearby or crowd. Every day they see social and that social distance that they occur. Every day. And they see other clips, they are not even an SLR. Wherein somebody then get carried away, the person can at the vulnerable look and say then total. So that alone they should say the mortal man, he gets something where innate, something where they part of him. For learner, he go just abruptly left and so. He go be carried away. So that one day people then get for the help, then when they go with the message, they get for first strategies them, how they go able to pull them people out from those old things where they don't used to new ones. Because this disease here is not like Ebola, it's not like other things. I don't mean the severity of it, but the way it transmits. So the people then will find out very, very hard wherein then we're able for slow space, 6 inch, or let we go apart. Therefore, even they demonstrate to people and say, these are the 6 inch. They don't say, okay, when you put your hand, they are stretched. All right, when you put your hand, they are stretched together. That's already not 6 feet actually. But if you count 6 feet now from the other end of your hand, for go to the other end. So if they just tell the boys, when you put your hand aside, now 3 feet that one day. If you start waiting up, that's the person you point to. Then therefore go forward and say, well, if they try for look, now we say your first hand reach, mark day, then now they go tin up now, and then at this house your other hand reach. But it will be very difficult to forget all those. But if they say, no, oh, well, just move your hand there, stretch, when they will church person. No, remember, you're there in the center. And when you stretch your 2 arms apart, now 6 feet. But in the middle of your chest, to the one part of the hand, now 3 feet. So those strategies, and therefore try and change them, how then go to tell people then? Because the man go just say, okay, like when me hands so now me distance that one, they know not 6 feet. See, now that one there, the idea. If you want the 3 meters, okay, then you one side of your hand. It's useful. That follow you prevent. But if you want to be on the safer side, now 6 feet. So that you go really the safer side. Especially we as Africans, we get not to that violent way we talk, but we talk a bit louder. Because when they talk a bit louder, there is a tendency, if the person cough or talk while attending the thing they go a bit more. Now, right now, they say either 2 meters or a bit more. So another one, then they want for them just go get as a strategy for introduce how people then go able to understand this. We say, how will they wash we hand? Will they wash them anytime we don't touch something? Because they say no more they wash hand back. When the people then go don't forget the idea why they say for wash hand. If they wash the hand whole day, the water outside then go don't put under the tank, goes on there for day for one whole day, go don't done. Just tell them, say, whenever you feel say you don't get contact with something where you're not sure of, that 10 days you wash your hand. If you wear gloves, if you don't use them, pull them, not keep them along, because you say that fomites, they continue to get disease. So you pull them, say, no use them. Use the mask, wear the proper mask. Where it be say, this mask here, if I blow safe, it will be able to blow breeze out. It blow, it not able for hot the candle, sorry, that practical way. Then now double what we make. Instead of I go wear a mask, we go hold me tight, we may not be able to breathe safe. Then I will begin to complain, say, well, I don't the whole day with mask, then they will breathe. Use the normal mask where you use, like the one they want to make so when they go give them, you go able to breathe the normal air, you prevent yourself from pass the disease to the person, and the person said they prevent you from pass the message to you. So that strategy is there, and I want them to let the people then try, let them be able to introduce as then they go around for sensitize people. Yeah, because Freetown of itself is very, very difficult. Now, only way now for just then try isolate people then, we say the need for day. Now, me don't take that one day for tonight. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Usman. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Then Usman Kamara, and before that we beget Aisatu, and before Aisatu we beget Usman Toli. We talk about the new measures where Freetown City Council, alongside the police, the road safety, the traders union, the chair ladies, alongside everybody were involved. The new measures where they want put in place for the social distancing. If you go on the website, they even get the road map, like the map of itself. Also, if you enter at the market, also if you come out, they have all that figured out. If you go on the website, the other pictures then did it. So, how you feel, say, this for work? Sylvia Banks say, how can one social distance in a public transport? He also they ask again, how can one social distance in a marketplace? He say if you lock the country down for 2 weeks, that will be great. COVID-like crowds. Sylvia Banks, even if you lock the country down for 2 weeks, when you open back, will they see? When they lock for 3 days, as they open so, you see the crowd back. As long as you get for open, there's going to be an issue. As long as you get for open, there's going to be an issue. Unless they say for lockdown, titigo. But I think now the attitude, now we need for try for get around first. Before we say the lockdown. Make we understand first how we able to live together with social distance. Make a call this caller. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, I call from Maryland. It's Leone calling from Maryland.
You get 3 minutes, ma.
Okay. I said the mayor idea, the measures the way the mayor wants to take a good idea. I just hope and pray say all the people that involve the stakeholders then implement the law. Because the way I don't see COVID, it's not there for change, like we just get for change. Yes, in as much it's difficult, but we get for change way of life. Unfortunately, now so it's just there for me. And they say people are some of us still say they may don't involve all the stakeholders there, and now we then all love in the market now in constituency. The commissioners are really stuck as long as they not decongest that market, now just in the past. It's just like if you get high blood pressure or something, you get diabetes, it can be cured, it can just be managed. Yes, it's difficult sometimes to think that for each sugar, not eat, but trust me, if you want to live, it's between living a healthy life and dying. So I believe so people just say they're covered. If they're not looking at reality, they come from APC, they come out from SLPC, they come out from local government, they come out from central government, they will not see this in reality. Like you say, if they put penalty and the law, people then go obey. If then the first was say, I remember the days of Akibo Bex and Freetown. Freetown media says the Saloma some way, Akibo Bex was the mayor, I remember them saying people then they take control of Freetown. It's just a matter of implementing, and at this time, you're not going to be bullied there. You don't involve all the stakeholders here to assist in a big advantage. Because this death rate and freedom is very, very scary. These are the only measures we will work, because even that currency, it will come to a point, government will be, because it will run over, the population don't play. Even America region, they just run out of resources. So if the population tries not to see the problem, currency homes, they get food for eat, then they forget about some people, and because then they become overwhelmed. The health system was very weak. Unfortunately, we never ever learned from the lesson. We never learned from the Ebola. If we learn from the Ebola, after Ebola, we go on the next step after Ebola, we forbid good hospitals, because far as me concerned, Salo will not get hospital. We only have clinics. Every area will not get clinics. We just have one major hospital. It's not like a 6 mile step or mile 47. They can put one big hospital. We at the same time will serve Freetown, it will serve the provinces. I just hope that after this now they would think of building a hospital. The president in the matter abuse from where we can we say the money way and the corruption we go put hospital. And I build the hospital. Look, I see the praise the president, the former president of Ghana, although not the one-time president. Now, what has the president says he was one of the best presidents and he invested in Ghana to make Ghana they can handle a hospital the way they do. So therefore now we can and government for at least let's solve one problem. Now one is for create political points, like say they say we get life, but after the president don't go, there's no more life. So to me, achieve that life problem this. So I just pray and hope to we also call people there, talk to them, encourage them, make them continue for cooperate. And I hope to the mayor let it succeed. I really glad for them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Yes, caller, are you live on your name and the call from?
Yeah, we have signed on them at the call from London.
Yes, Alusan, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, just like within this last caller, the same side end up we see some of we talk to with people, and the time most of us get for the condemn, if we use them time then they call with people and back home, and then we actually they explain to them everything they need for do, we will make them avoid the contact of this sickness. Maybe that for we don't help from the time where the coronavirus begin going to Africa. Because this coronavirus here, when you look, it not be actually penetrating Africa. We all know. Now Asia, they start, but we all see Usai end up, and obviously, yes, then part of the world Usai will be, so it just get for Kaya Boko, because we can make the way how people in the travel for come and inside there, and more than how people in the go to Africa. So obviously, we expect and I have plenty, but because of carelessness, we not follow instructions. Now, we hit by this thing on day, and now we suffered on day, with people in the suffer day, and people are not able for listening what we tell them. Like, for example, today the mayor don't talk, the way the three panelists then we emphasize on what the mayor talk. I mean, for me, to be honest, it's not strange, because from the president's speech, they talk about social distancing. And even the COVID-19 thing, they were already in charge, and they always they talk. But people in Sierra Leone, the problem where they affect in the country, and this will not go tired for talking, this party politics, they disturb most of us in that country. And if we not refrain from these party politics. We wait for less certain somebody where we talk before some of we take response, before some of we take responsibility. You know, the truth is bitter, but it's really, really nice for talk. Bitter, but it's fine for talk. Some of we will wait for certain people to talk before we they respond. But because this set of people don't say anything, we need to listen. What will they do? They oppose. Because I remember when you start this program for this coronavirus, who's talk the way people are not talk now this radio station? Who's talk now there? Who's advises them? Now I make a glad way you will tell the other person on the text message where you say them for lockdown for 2 weeks. If you get the time for the talk about lockdown for 2 weeks, this is not able to solve Sierra Leone coronavirus problem. What do you need for call? If you get 10 people in a family in Sierra Leone, 10 they say, now listen to what in government and the medical people alone give advice. Because we always in them part of the world, even though some people can say, why will they compare? We just don't for compare because one, the sickness now, this part of the world, it targets, not for Africa. Africa now, because of greed, carelessness, and party politics. Now we all encounter and delicate issue. Because if we don't follow the instructions of them, we don't give all the while. What is different from waiting the mayor talk today? It's not what has become difficult on mayor, but for me, it is not strange from what the mayor said and from what I've done from the president and other people. You know, when Boris Johnson make an announcement in this country, I repeat them, and people away know why they just go for a lady. When he make that announcement, he say, if they do now lockdown, bah. If you know the important thing for go do now do, we all know what he say. Avoid. And indeed, we will be the side the way we places and not open delicate today for work. We all stay indoors. We they abide. Even when you go to street, for somebody who is service, where you see where they come, it move go other side. But salon from where this coronavirus, where the president don't they talk, he don't they talk. Well, even when the man puts state of emergency, public health emergency, people they oppose them back. Now when that don't begin coming now, people then begin to say this is serious. So like as I said, AAA, you know, me, I'm not there against anybody in a salon. But you know, one thing when they disturb in that country, I tell you for free, my brother, I die self, I know they're not the world again. I believe say if we change our attitude, this hypocrisy when we get in a salon, this party politics, because some of us now only people that we lack because from the where are the signs? What in the mayor talk today? The way it is flying at the air, like saying that the mayor start for talk. We don't
I'll sign Oluyanda because the time don't go. It's not about the mayor saying, it's about the implementation for make this work. Now we talk about. We're not talk about we're not talk about say, oh now the mayor now first talk or now last talk. It's about letting this thing happen, social distance happen at the market, implementing them and see say it succeed. That's what we're talking about.
Yes, exactly, Triple. Thank you very much for that. I know I only that much. This is not today when they talk about implementation of social distancing. Social distancing be done there for long. From the first day when the president gave his speech, this is what the president talk. But we never listen. I make I tell you, say, some of us will wait for certain people to talk before we want to follow the instruction. But this be done they all the while say coronavirus, the only way where you avoid them, if you know say you know wear a mask now your face. You understand? You know, protect yourself inside and say take the pass through. Not near another person. Now, what we don't know for long. I know they say because of the mayor don't talk, but I don't tell you almost say we don't hear before. This is not new. So why people are not be don't they apply this? The mayor it go succeed for this? This is my question. When people are not be able to listen to this, if the mayor go succeed, me I don't know anyway. So that's no more my brother. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, opposing now or whatsoever. Thank you.
All right,
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who you call from?
Yes, AAA, Adama, I call from New York.
Yes, Adama, you get 3 minutes.
I'm very excited with the issue that the Sabi people they want to put in place for social distancing and wearing masks. But for my opinion, me go say, therefore go further than that. That is, let them go now home to home. So able to explain the people that into details. The reason being, okay, some of our people they're not go to school. And some of people that probably the career said they don't understand. So for making this thing work, They got to go to neighborhood, may they speak in the language that they will understand. Because you know how people they can. Okay, if they don't do that, somebody will just come out, it kind of mark it, say, oh, well, nobody not tell me, me not sabi. Okay, so this is me to put on table today. You know, the everything is okay. The way when they want to arrange everything, it's very, it's about time. It is about time. Every time I see corner, and I don't know my sister because they get the same surname, I don't understand. Every time they talk to the camera, I mean, you see these people, yeah? Like now the first time when they don't see a camera woman or man in the top, you see whether they rush, okay? They don't talk to each other. I mean, hello? This is 2020. Even though, but you know, you are not exposed to that much. Not this type of, you know, this time. You see, even though they're within that village, they understand. You see, so I'm very happy. And I hope and I wish it will come true. So I thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Adama. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Yes, caller, I live on air. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, this is the call from US.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, I agree with one of the things that you said about people when they go inside the market and for still have their mask on. I think that's a very, very important thing to do to spread this COVID because you don't know who that would sneeze inside, they cough inside. So at least if you protect yourself, you know, it will be better for everybody. But the question I have here is how do people when they enter inside the market then? How do they do them? Do they make line or they go in as a crowd?
Well, when they begin implement, I will go no because they say now one entry point and now one exit point. So we don't know if na line or na you can just come and go inside maybe na one street and then you go pass on a gate. But we go see how it unfolds.
Yeah, I would say then the implementation they take the form of a gate or something people in the filing too. Because if not of that people are going to stampede or not going to rush for go try and get his stuff and get out. So, you know, because even yourself, when people are in top about overseas, during this COVID and stuff, sometimes some areas like outside media, so like the pharmacy and where you go, you know, penetration they open 8 o'clock, and a line with the make, you know, and the other thing where yesterday they go to remind this social distancing. Is it social distancing or physical distancing? Because when you go to the market, you know they go socialize. Now they go try to buy stuff, and when you come in contact with other person there physically. Social distances, I think now, like so you go to a club, you go party at a club, go to a beach, or people in there around you socialize. So I don't know what's the difference, you know?
Well,
so what do you think?
Well, me think say it's physical distance, but we don't hear about the social distance being measured. Where Usai they want to talk about physical distance, so I make people then just think and now say social distance, like you know the socialize, just distance from one another.
Yeah, because me feel physical distancing because I don't see any social involved where somebody go to market, they go try for getting stuff, you know they go there for go socialize, you go for go try and get your stuff, which go cause you to be getting physical with people, banging people, going around, you know. So, I don't know, I would say the procedure would have put in place, then we'll try and find a way to let it work, you know, because we all want for let the country stay safe, and the people stay healthy, you know. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, Ayo. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and where you call from?
This is Abubakar Kamari, call from UK.
Yes, Abubakar, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much for giving me the platform. One thing we want to talk about this issue, I appeal to all we the Sierra Leoneans holding at the diaspora that we able to educate people, let them believe, say, this sick, na real sick, and a sick way they take people their life. We don't see them time and time again at this place. But the major problem we get in our country, the people don't really accept if they try to implement a policy for not for put a policy in the team, but for try for implement them. Like now they try for talk on social distancing, people them for really respect the authority and abide by the rules and regulation laid by the authority for them make sure say this sick will fight against them. But waiting will make that happen. The authorities they need for educate the people them back because the people them I know the people they had for talk to and some of them know sabi that they know educate. So we need for educate them on all local levels for let them know say this sick it and it for real. With that, I believe say then we're able to change their attitude because the entire problem who they facing in the country, people don't really accept say this sick it is in the first place. A lot of people don't believe say this sick day at all. They believe say all waiting in this one are gimmicks, but not all gimmicks. This is not reality. And now your own duty for how we educate we own people them. And the other point I want to come into the mayor, the policy the way we want put in place, they're all correct. We all day in favor of that. But one thing again, we want to look into the people the way they trade around the street peddlers, the way they went, because most of the people they not get table where they will go inside, do their business. They see them all around the places. So if they want to implement this back for Leone, I plead to the government and the mayor of Freetown for let make a location for let them able move some of the people them, let them go able to do their business in a different area where be say them able maintain the social distancing. Rather than that, I believe say it will be a problem because most of these people they rely wholly and solely for where sell on the street and get within the get for their family for let them sustain them their family. So with this policy, it will only work if they make provision for the other people there as well. Because now just few people, like I said, now they get access for go inside the market and get tables them. You just see, even where we sell a network, people need to go around and interview people them. You just see like you see now the picture we put on display now, you will see the crowd. So with this respect, I believe the mayor need to do something on this. Because like they say, okay, not trade or tin at it, but you have to make sure say you make provision for people that need to wait or tea. This is correct. All what they want for put in place, nothing way if it work. Let we just avoid the saying say, oh, this is not good for work. No, it for work. Because any side na the wall way there, if authority want put something in place when a correct measure, na the duty and responsibility of every citizen for abide and follow within the government want. Simple as ABC. So, me and me take this for tonight. We were at this platform, now we educate people them. Now we tell them, say, this sick, a day and a day for real, they kill people them.
All right, thank you very much, Abubakar. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Triple A.
Okay. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
You know me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say, I commend everybody waiting and don't say. But you see, this is not a simple problem, this we will solve. Every neighborhood in Freetown get their own market. Let them stop people from moving from one neighborhood for kind of the other market, Let them barricade like the western area. Let them shut some places then down. Let them stop people from move from western area for kind of central for kind of shop. You can shop in your neighborhood, I think that the way we for solve this thing. We don't need to think too much for solve this thing. This is not a simple thing we for solve, We're not even try for fix the problem. We just they test. What would they use? What would they try right now? Would they try anything? Would they try the Madagascar thing? Would they try the chloroquine? Because we don't tell would they use chloroquine. Nobody not die from chloroquine. Other countries they use chloroquine. Would they try anything? You see, what you want big radio station, be just a talk, but you actually implement the idea where you get. You put that into works. Now then they will get for do. We're not just a talk. We go for the implement the idea they will get. We go for the put that into works, Because this laziness is too much, man. The laziness is too much. The administration is lazy. They apply the idea there and make anything work. You know, then they just they talk and wait for something to happen. You know, all man they talk, we all they talk, but you know, we just talk and sit down. You have to apply the idea. You know, when you apply the idea, now that make the thing they go on. You know, let them begin to shut down some of the western area, then places. Let them stop them from moving around. Because now they get the actual data, and they more of the cases than they. You know, but then they do that, they just they talk. Talk not they solve problem. And when you apply the idea, when you begin to put the idea in place, and they solve the problem. I hope say they listen, you know, because this thing they go on for too long, and we're not going to be able to solve this problem. We just they talk, and the thing they spread more and more. You know, now they begin to apply with idea they into works, not put that into works. I think that the way we will solve this problem also. I mean, I'm your contribution, I don't know.
Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and inside the call from?
Triple A. How they do, sir?
Not bad. Your background, I don't know if you can turn that down a little and just listen to the phone, please.
Okay. So, Triple A, because, you know, my own contribution for this fight here, you understand?
You get 3 minutes.
The main issue, all na salon ukomo, all na Africa ukomo. We know say Africa, that social distance is not get for work. Even then do social distance and down, you know, the work na Africa. We all know. If fine for law, no hide the truth. The only thing where governments were able to make it work, then put the marks compulsory than they work. If they announce and then tell everybody for you it work. But social distance and lockdown, you know, get for work. And my own contribution. Even we talk from now till tomorrow, every day they talk, you know, they work.
All right, thank you.
Contribution, Andy. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Go work. Me, I know, Nami cannot even ask the question if you go work or not go work. But what thing we go do for make it work? How we go able for help for make it work? That's why I not ask if you go work or you not go work. And let we just call it Tony. The phone line don't close. Let we call it Tony. Let we hear you what you get for me. Yes, Tony, you get the platform.
Yeah, from the Kushe on a cabo, me and Tony. Me on take if you say what the mayor of Freetown don't say. Akisoya, not the best ideas. But many times we have those brilliant ideas, the enforcement can be the challenge. I know for several years where they try for control people on the footpath for worker, people they know for work on the main streets, people they go for worker on the footpath area. We see for 1-2 weeks. It's nice, it's working. Then get the city council police officer them or municipal police officer, then they're around and they enforce them, it's working and everything and it's good. The moment they stop, you see people then they go back to the same old ways begin work on the streets. That's not a problem we get as long. It's all the ideas that we see. But the may all take into this whole thing where if you say concern therefore deal with the mask. What if the person not gets mask? What will you do? Have you seen a day there for coming, wherein you have organizations or people just like we Sierra Network, doctors, and you get for do mask them, wherein each marketplaces or probably city council or whatever for they ready. They are available with masks. So if people don't know their mask, instead of arresting people, give everyone mask. But
I want all you under. So let me say the person come market today, then get a mask. 11 hours, he come back tomorrow, then get him back again.
Okay, now what gonna happen, Abraham, where I'm done this say, and I go reiterate the same thing. You get for make sure say the whole epicenter when a Freetown, everybody use mask. Compulsory. Abraham and Master Associates, why the Western world they advance, we they lag behind, or probably we still they behind because of we always they look at the negative side. Oh, people they know they get money, people they know they this. We are obeying in Master Associates here, Abraham, just like I say, from the 6th of May, it's compulsory. Everybody from 2 years of age, go upward, they use masks compulsory. It has to be, therefore, be a solidarity between the local government and the central government, wherein they for coming to this. Because if you cannot close Freetown when at the epicenter for stop the eruption or to stop the spread, the only way you can limit the spread is wherein you get for make sure say everybody use mask. Everybody, it has to be mandatory. A city within Somerville, it's $300. I go to a bank with somebody no get mask. They drive him back. And this is not for me, motocar to the doorway, very short distance. They didn't allow him to enter the bank either. You understand? Then therefore make sure say it's a compulsory thing. It has to be compulsory. It's not only that the municipality or city council therefore say this, and then probably if they not enforce them from above, there is the challenge. You understand? That thing are the challenge. They go for make sure see everybody. Because mind you, this infected person, they go out. They carry this thing. You get some people the way they call as asymptomatic or whatever way they can demonstrate. I mean, no symptoms, no signs and everything. Nothing is showing, but they carrying the virus. And then definitely put other people at risk. And when you put other people at risk, so most time before these people have actually they detect them, say these people then get corona, they've put millions, they've put thousands or hundreds of people at a risk. We probably get this thing. That's why at this moment there is no way we can control the spread. There is no way the curve can be flattened, because if you have somebody like me, I go na streets, I go sit down now one bar or one place where they or around one chilling spots where we all just hang out, buy drink, put on our motka. I begin the cough, I begin the sneeze. Definitely all the people around me they are at risk. You understand? Even when you get tracing or contact people, therefore begin trace. It's not 100% that they're going for catch everybody or able to get hold of everybody where I come in contact with. The multiplying effect, because me don't go, I don't spread, I don't affect the other people that we don't get them. The other people and they self don't mingle with other people them. The multiplying effect, that's how this thing spread. But if you're able to come and get a plan that everybody has to use mask, everybody has to use it, definitely it's got the spread. It's really got the spread, So definitely, like Freetown, therefore make sure say, then therefore definitely do that. Otherwise, that's where the challenge is. The last time I said it here that they therefore involve all political parties. You don't wait for them to come in and then give their input. You therefore invite them to come on board. The reason why you get to invite them, because you're in governance, you are leading the people. If there some political party want this government for fail, so at least themselves go be say, oh, na for corona make we not succeed na corona. So you get for reach out to people. You get for reach out to people, get them involved, get all the honorables, the MPs them involved, get all the councillors them involved, get all the chiefs and everything about the areas they involved. Let it be a national thing. It's a national fight. This is not a political. Corona not there for pick whether the APC or whether the SLPP or whether the NGC or whether the AC4C. It's a pandemic. We're at war. So every facet, every sector has to be involved in this fight. That's now one thing we then therefore make sure say they do. Otherwise, I'm afraid. I always say this here: the recovery will be more expensive. It will cost us more money than you understand if they allow this thing get out of hands. And what we are saying now is like it's getting out of hands. It's really getting out of hands. If you get like 21, yesterday I'm there listening where they analyze the percentage of death rate against people when we don't get compare we in Guinea. We get more in terms of percentage higher than Guinea in terms of the figure we already don't contact corona, which tells you that it not only expose our health system in Sierra Leone, which we do not learn anything from corona and from Ebola, but it tells you how we people then they play with something where they know say, and people are dying. People are dying. We don't want to wait and start asking for aid, start asking for help. For me, I felt disappointed when I listened and watched the VP going to receive stock coming for UAE. Ghana is not waiting for those things. They manufacture theirs. What is the difference between we and them? We have to start thinking out of the box. We can't be waiting for PPE all the time. You understand? This is what makes you, for so many long, these are historic problems we've had for so many years where we're not able to control them in several years, but we need to start thinking out of the box. We're not going to begin wait for other people there for can't give it. It shows how You know, it's just not like you pour in a community for itself, you get for the acts, for anything, you get for the acts, anything. It lose your respect, your self-esteem. It lose certain things then. That's why whenever these people come over for do business, we always at the losing side because we're afraid to, they are afraid for negotiate, waiting to benefit with people then rather than go extort we, exploit we, and put we back by explanation. Just like our APC say, okay, something happen, Ebola happen, all them companies, then they will meet in a salon and go. Because from the day one in the negotiation, every company, we will do accounting to advanced level, you make provision for loss or gains. That's the business. All the companies that went to Guinea doing before the Ebola, they're still there. They were to the other companies, they're still there mining. Us, they all go. So what I'm saying here is, especially for this city council where we talk about, we name more key, they're a very good step. But the only way we can achieve the desired goal of this thing is where we synchronize the central government and the local government, make a mandatory. Because somebody go use mask for going to market, but you not go use masks where it inside the pura, where it not the waiting a call for going to host, they pull the mask. So the people then same one where they say the pura have also contacted this thing. They are at risk as well. So it has to be 360 degrees. It has to be holistic, where it's not just one side say, okay, where you gonna market now, this before do okay, forget straight line. Straight line is good. We're doing it here. If you go now Stop and Shop, you go now Market Basket, you go now all the stores, then within a mass associate here, then get the direction na go on how you waka. The direction where they show you say everybody where they shop for this side, therefore go this way. You understand? So I not just one for table. So many the points have been made. You understand? But the only way those things can be achieved is when Madam Akisoya they say so. They're brilliant. They should have come from above. They should have come from the top. You understand? Should have come from the EOC. It's good. They're making a good presentation every day. They're nice, this and that, packaging very well. But they have to look at the technicalities of these things. This thing is not about grammar. This is not rocket science. It's about common sense, emotional intelligence, put your sense, initiative, and whatever together. Otherwise, King Abraham, the recovery will be more expensive, where it could on late for making them implement some of these things. They need to see how they can enforce it in Freetown, when at the epicenter, to flatten the curve. Otherwise, I used to get them figure every day. And I say for the go till September. Till September, bruh. You know, that's my take.
Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
We talk about how we go able for help the mayor of Freetown, even Akisaya, for make them achieve waiting. Then they talk about the measures them for social distance. Now the markets them inside Freetown, we're at the epicenter right now. We lay this on the table. For the matter of fact, I don't know if you know, say, as we speak, you know, people and they talk like, as we speak now, you know, say for the past 2 weeks, it's mandatory for wearing mask in a public place na salon. You know that? But you they see them they wear, huh? No. That's the thing. It is mandatory. By force, you for wearing mask in a public place. But they are not implementing. The implementation is a problem. We self don't try, we don't shape man. We self don't they do we don't beat now we they talk to people. But are they? No. But the thing here is, if now they say by force, when you go inside market, if you wear face mask, if you know where, you know the buy. You know go able buy waiting you go there for buy. That measures they fine. One go and say, therefore we don't even start them. Say if you know where I'm public transport not for take you. We'll begin from there. Now it is mandatory. And we from the time they don't put on a paper, they don't announce that. They say they don't get the rules and regulations now, how for make that one day work. 30 days at the foot. So if this one able work, then if we don't come out in our house, you get her. It don't help. It don't help. Because say before you go inside that market, you get for user. Then on the way now, other measures then go there for correct them one them way, because obviously you have it. But right now, even tell XSF that measures they day. Tell XSF day. People are not wearing it. They know the wearer. But if you want for buy, that one day, now the number one thing where they give you the correct mark for make you able to buy. So that one day, don't help in the fight. If you say you're going to market, go with your face mask. From there, I hope say then count onto public transport. Who da not get them, not for go on board public transport. Eh? Public transport, you for where and before you go there. If you not get them, apprentice and driver, not for take you. So all the measures there, it go help. See, we are buying, he say, so the mask na mandatory, right? He say, well, you see, now then they in the talk. Say the social distance no go work. Now only lockdown na go work. The mask na mandatory. Then just talk on the left hand. There is no implementation. The implementation na in our problem na salon. It's not the law. It's not the people. Because even at us, if you put rules and regulation, then the Pekin house say you not talk no more, they act. And then not for nothing. But when say where you put rules and regulation, you dey follow them, you not go take the chance. You not go take her. Because for more than talker, na they. Pastor they go and say, oh, it is mandatory. No more. But we need more than that. We need more than that. Now implementation are we problem. So now we want to see this wire work. Because when this wire work, it don't help. Then chase after now the drivers union them. So if you not get face mask, they know they take you. But when the driver themselves no one wear face mask, how can you implement that? Everybody they say it's uncomfortable. Eh? We not for talk, and there's no implementation, there is no enforcement. The people themselves they act how they want for act. There's a reason why we get a government. There is a reason why we say we want to change. You can't be the same. You can't continue to do the same thing and you want a different result. If you want a different result, then you get for change. That's our problem. So not of us say we're talking about say Ura talk. No. Now who side this for work for make you go help against the fight of COVID-19 in salon. If you they talk, you know they act. If you they talk, you know they implement. If you they talk, you know they enforce. Then not for nothing. Not for nothing. Because if you left to the people, them, they don't want to adhere. Then get to other things where they monitor them. And you, the government, you they show them waiting they monitor you. You, the stakeholder, you the ministry, you they show them waiting they monitor you. Because if you left to everybody, all man get waiting the monitor. Everybody. But other than authority, now for sure, waiting the monoram. Right now, na COVID-19. Like I said, we go send the camera and the two markets them. We could go ask the people them, the one that will be do the pilot program, what in them be take out of it? Eh? Judge Kamara say for wearing the mask, a little bit inconvenient. I can attest to that. He said, but now the small price we'll go get for pay, for waiting there at stake. When I buy force for wearing the mask, that end day, you know go cancel na ticket for country. Because you want can quick because you're uncomfortable. You want can quick make you pass go back. Who say you know say you able puller. Eh? So me and you, we get part for play. Make we advise with people them. The new measures then are the market them as then they roll them out. We go did it. Each market so they roll the new measures, we go send the camera there. Then I go make we go now all the markets there. Now Freetown. Each market. We will try for link with Freetown City Council. Make we see if they can give you a timetable of each market. So we'll go before they roll them and maybe a week after they roll them. Make we see how they work there. But the one that wouldn't say they test the pilot, then we'll need for check it out, you know? COVID-19 is real. We need for wash we hand. Make sure say we hand clean. Because that Andy go every part of your body. And the parts were easy for making enter. And the one that within your face, you hear your nose, your mouth. So now make you for washing and where you want cough. And say, let me make you do on your sleeve. Now, mask up. It's uncomfortable. Some of you don't like for wear glasses. When you put the mask, it's difficult for wear glasses. Because it's not easy, but if not the price we get for pay, make we pay them. Make we pay them and done with that. We go there back tomorrow. And I will go lock today on program. Until we meet again tomorrow, Triple say, Tata.